Hello, I'm Roseanna, and today I'll be talking about 3 ways that you're giving your power away and how to reclaim it. So enough is enough. Let's stop giving our power away and become who we were born to be. Step into your full essence and create a life that you are head over heels in love with. So the first way that you're giving your power away is by not taking responsibility for your experience of life. Most humans aren't taking responsibility for their own life, their own happiness, their own health, or their own freedom. Your mind is creating your experience of reality, so it's your responsibility to look at it, contemplate where you might not be totally enjoying life, and make the changes you need to. You can start to reclaim your power here today by taking a look at the areas of your life and how you feel about them. You can use my aspect of life mandala, which you can find in the description, to do this. Any areas that score less than a 7 or an 8, it's time to make some changes in. They don't have to be huge changes. I'm not talking about getting a divorce, but by changing something by 1% every day, that's 365% in a year. This time next year, if you're committed enough, your life could look totally different. So say it's your health, then you can eat different foods or choose a different form of exercise. If it's money, then what are the beliefs that you're buying into that are playing out in your reality? If it's your relationships, how can you bring in more love and compassion? Just some simple changes can have a huge effect. So take responsibility for your own experience of life and align with how you wish to feel. If it doesn't serve you, let it go. The second way that you're giving your power away is by projecting your shadow self onto people around you. So according to Carl Jung, your psyche is made up of different components, and the main aspect that most people live their life controlled by is their ego. This may not be the ego that you know. For instance, when somebody says, oh, he's got a big ego because the guy's got a nice car, that's not what I mean. When I say ego, I'm referring to the part of your mind that is your survival mechanism, your survival instinct. It's a relatively complex bit of kit, but its ultimate job is to keep you safe. And one way it does this is by creating you a persona, your personality, that helps you remain safe within society. So when you're born as pure consciousness, pure innocence. And then throughout your early life, your brain is like a sponge, and it takes on the conditioning and programming of your environment. It creates you a personality based on what helps you to fit in and feel loved and accepted by those around you. It keeps the personality traits that it thinks will keep you safe and loved, and it rejects the ones that it thinks will leave you vulnerable to judgment or being left out in the cold by your family and your peers. The traits that your ego rejects, we call the shadow self, your shadow. So your shadow self is then projected onto people and situations around you. Your internal world is creating your external world, and the shadow self is still a part of you, but because you're unconsciously rejecting it, it's being projected onto your external reality. Whenever you are projecting your shadow onto others, you are able to blame them for how you feel and what you experience. But remember now, you're taking responsibility for your experience of life. You are being called to reclaim your shadow. Your soul is longing for you to love and accept your whole self fully and completely. By remaining unaware of your projections, you are giving your power away to your ego. You can begin to reclaim your power by acknowledging what you might be projecting onto somebody else and reclaiming it. Learning more about shadow work and working with a specific shadow work coach like myself is probably the best place to start with this. It may take some guidance to navigate your ego. Like I say, it's a complex piece of kit. You can learn more about shadow work on my website, or you can book in a complimentary call with me and we can go through it together. The link's in the description. So once you're able to integrate your shadow self, you start to step more into your true self. And it's from your true self that you're able to experience true freedom and liberation. The truth of who you really are without the mask and without the illusion of fear. This is power. And the third way that you're giving your power away is by not believing that you are capable of doing the things that you want to do in this life. Seriously, you are capable of so much more than you believe. Yet, we're made to think that we're not, that we are just puny victims. We're only human. But tell me, have you ever overcome an adversity in your life that at the time felt so huge that you didn't think you could? If you're watching this video, then that tells me that you survived. There's a great quote. I don't know it word for word, but you have survived all of your worst days so far. You are not just human. Humans are powerful. So now it's time to thrive. Go after your dreams. Become the person that you were put on this planet to be. You are not a victim. You are the hero of your own life. Stop listening to the messaging shown to you in subtle ways every day that tells you that you're not worthy. Become aware of the thoughts and beliefs that you have about the world, that you have about yourself. Tell yourself you are worthy and how capable you actually are. You take your power back by becoming your own cheerleader. You were not put on this earth to play small. You have incarnated in this time to do amazing things and align with your soul. What is your soul's purpose? What does she want to achieve? How can you help her realize her dreams? You have to start taking your power back. It's time. So in summary, the 3 ways that you're giving your power, or that you can reclaim your power, is by taking responsibility for your own life, integrating your shadow and acting from your true self, and 3, becoming your own cheerleader. You are capable of so much more than you have been made to believe. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and it resonated with you, then be sure to subscribe and leave a comment with your biggest insight or takeaway. I greatly appreciate your ongoing support and I'm here to support you. The links for any events that I have coming up, such as live meditations, group coaching, or how you can book a private coaching session with me, are below, so check them out. Lots of love and I'll see you next time.